Let's face it, money rules much of our lives. We think about it when we wake up, when we go to work, when we dream about the future. And yet, for something so central to our lives, most of us never feel fully in control of it. We try budgeting apps, savings challenges, investing tips, but still, that feeling of uncertainty lingers. Nick Maggiulli's Just Keep Buying steps into this space with one refreshing idea. You don't need perfect timing, secret knowledge, or luck. All you need is a consistent, simple habit. Just keep buying. Keep buying assets. Keep investing. Keep moving forward, no matter what. This isn't about greed. It's about building freedom, slowly and deliberately. And in this audiobook summary, we're going to unpack exactly how that works, from saving and investing to spending and enjoying what you've earned. Let's start with where most people begin their journey, saving money. When you start reading personal finance advice, the first message you hear is usually spend less, cut your costs, save every penny. And while those tips aren't wrong, Maggiulli argues that they miss the bigger picture. Let's think about it. If you earn $2,000 a month, saving 10% gives you $200. Even if you somehow save 50%, that's still just $1,000. You can't cut your way to wealth. But if you increase your income, double it, or even just grow it gradually, your ability to save grows exponentially. Nick calls this the save what you can principle. It's not about guilt or sacrifice, it's about realism. You save what you can today, and as your earnings increase, your savings will too, automatically. The key is to start, even if it's small, because the habit matters more than the amount. Example, the gym analogy. Think of saving like going to the gym. Your first day, you don't lift 100 kilos, you just show up. You build consistency, not perfection. It's the same with saving. Even if you save $20 a month, you're training the habit muscle. And habits, over time, are what change lives. Okay, so you're saving something. But now the big question. Should you keep saving or start investing? Nick Maggiulli breaks it down simply. If you have less than a few months of expenses saved, focus on building your emergency fund first. You need breathing room before you take risks. Once that's set, move on to investing. Because here's the hidden danger of oversaving. Money sitting in your bank account slowly loses value due to inflation. Think about how prices have changed over the years. Groceries, rent, gas. That's inflation silently eating away your purchasing power. So once your foundation is solid, let your money go to work. Saving builds stability. Investing builds wealth. Both matter, but at different stages of the journey. Most people fail at money not because they're bad at math, but because they're human. We procrastinate, we get emotional, we hesitate. That's why Nick Maggiulli is a big fan of automation. Setting up systems so that your good financial behavior happens automatically. Every month, money moves from your paycheck to your savings and investments without you doing a thing. Automation removes temptation. It keeps you from spending what you intended to invest. And it keeps your strategy running even when your motivation fades. Nick puts it this way. People don't need more discipline. They need better systems. And he's right. If you automate your finances, you free up mental energy, and your wealth builds quietly in the background. Example, the set and forget system. Imagine your paycheck comes in on the 1st of every month. On the 2nd, a small portion automatically moves to your investment account. You don't have to decide, you don't have to remember, you don't even have to try. Over the years, those automated deposits compound into something powerful, because consistency always beats intensity.
Money is emotional. We compare, compete, and constantly worry we're behind. But Maggiulli wants you to relax. Because wealth isn't a race, it's a relationship. If you tie your self-worth to your net worth, you'll never feel satisfied. There will always be someone richer, luckier, or younger. The real goal is freedom, not just from work, but from worry. Define your enough. Twy, example, the infinite game. Imagine life as an infinite game. There's no final winner, no finish line. You play to keep playing. That's what financial freedom really means. Not escaping the game, but playing it on your terms. Let's talk about the most powerful force in finance, time. When you invest regularly, your returns earn their own returns. That's compound growth. $100 invested monthly can become tens of thousands over decades, not because of luck, but because of patience. Compounding is like gravity. It's always working, silently and steadily. The longer you stay in the market, the stronger it gets. Which is why Nick's mantra, "just keep buying," isn't just advice, it's the engine of compounding. At some point, you'll look around and realize you've built something. You're not struggling anymore. So when is enough enough? Maggiulli says the answer is personal. For some, it's financial independence, when investments cover your expenses. For others, it's freedom, the ability to choose how to spend your time. The key is to decide in advance so you don't end up on the endless treadmill of just a little more. Let's zoom out. Why does this idea, just keep buying, actually work? Because it combines three timeless truths. Markets grow over time, emotions sabotage investors, and consistency compounds results. It's not about being perfect, it's about being persistent. You can't control the market, but you can control your behavior. And that's where real wealth is built.
So, after all the numbers, charts, and advice, what does "just keep buying" really mean? It's not just about investing. It's not just about money. It's a mindset, a quiet philosophy for building a life that grows stronger with time. It's about trusting the process, even when the world feels uncertain. Because here's the truth. You will never have perfect information. You will never know what the market will do next month. You will never time it perfectly. And you don't have to. The people who build wealth aren't the ones who get lucky once. They're the ones who keep showing up. Maggiulli wants us to stop chasing the illusion of a finish line. There's no moment when the clouds part and you're done with money forever. Instead, wealth is a journey, a long walk, not a sprint. Some months you'll make big progress. Other months, it'll feel like you're barely moving. But every step counts. Each paycheck you invest, each decision you make thoughtfully, each time you resist the urge to panic or overspend, you're taking another step forward. It's not glamorous, it's not fast, but it's powerful. Because over years, those tiny, boring decisions become unstoppable momentum. Think about this for a moment. Every dollar you invest today is a seed. You plant it in the soil of time, and even if you don't see it grow tomorrow, you trust that with sunlight and patience, it will. That's compounding, the quiet magic that turns effort into abundance. You can't rush it, but you can feed it with consistency, discipline, and time. And while others get distracted by fads, headlines, or fear, you'll be there, watering your garden, quietly building freedom. That's the beauty of "just keep buying." It gives you peace of mind in a world obsessed with urgency. At the end of the day, the goal isn't to die with the biggest bank account. It's to live a life where money is no longer the master, it's the servant. Financial freedom doesn't mean never working again. It means having the choice to work because you want to, not because you have to. It means being able to say yes to the things that truly matter: your health, your family, your time, your peace. Maggiulli's message is simple, but it's profound. You don't need to beat the market. You don't need to be brilliant. You just need to keep buying, keep believing, keep building. So what does this look like day to day? It means setting up an automatic transfer into your investments and not touching it. It means ignoring the fear when headlines scream "market crash" and remembering that you're in it for the long run. It means spending money on things that give you joy and value without guilt. It means defining what enough looks like so you can stop comparing yourself to others and start feeling grateful for what you've built. Because wealth without peace isn't wealth, and progress without perspective isn't progress. Maggiulli's philosophy creates a loop of growth that feeds itself. You earn, you save, you invest, you grow, you repeat. It's like breathing. You don't think about it, you just do it. And the longer you stay consistent, the stronger your financial lungs become. When markets dip, you keep buying. When they rise, you keep buying. When you feel uncertain, you keep buying. Every purchase, every contribution, it's another vote for your future self. Let's pause for a moment. Imagine yourself 10, 20, even 30 years from now. You look back and realize the small choices you made today built that life. Not the flashy ones, not the risky bets, the quiet, boring, consistent ones. You just kept buying, and it worked. That's the real secret: patience, consistency, and faith in the long game. Nick Maggiulli closes his book with one of the simplest truths in finance. The most reliable way to build wealth is to buy consistently, regardless of what the market is doing, and never stop. Because markets will fall. They'll rise again. Your circumstances will change, but the habit, the discipline, will always serve you.
All right, listener. Now that we've unpacked the lessons of Just Keep Buying, it's time to turn knowledge into action. Because knowing is one thing, but doing, consistently, patiently, and without drama, that's where the magic happens. Nick Maggiulli's philosophy is simple, but life-changing. You don't need to predict the future. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start and never stop. This is your call to action. Maybe you're just beginning your financial journey. Maybe you've been investing for years but still feel uncertain. Wherever you are, that's the perfect place to begin. Don't wait for the ideal time, the perfect market, or the right amount of money. The best investors aren't the ones who start big. They're the ones who start now and stay in the game. If all you can invest is $20 this month, do it. Because small steps today build massive momentum tomorrow. Remember, $20 invested consistently is infinitely more powerful than $2,000 that never leaves your bank account. So don't underestimate the power of starting small. Every decision you make is a vote for your future self. Here's the beautiful part. You don't need to rely on motivation. You just need to build a system that works without you thinking about it. Set up automatic transfers to your investment account. Make saving and investing happen quietly in the background while you live your life. When your system handles the boring stuff, you're free to focus on what really matters: your work, your family, your health, your happiness. As Nick says, people fail not because they don't know what to do, but because they can't make themselves do it consistently. Automation fixes that.
You create a machine that works for you, day after day, month after month, whether you're motivated or not. That's how wealth is really built, through quiet, automatic consistency. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. There's no shortcut to wealth. The stock market won't double your money overnight. Your savings won't explode in a year. But give it time. Give it years, and something remarkable happens. Compounding begins to take over. Your investments start earning returns, and then those returns start earning their own returns. It's exponential. It's unstoppable. It's slow until it's fast. So don't be discouraged when progress feels invisible. Behind the scenes, your money is working harder than you think. Maggiulli's data shows that those who stay invested, even through the worst crashes, almost always come out ahead. So when the market drops, remember, you're not losing, you're buying at a discount. Keep going, keep buying, keep the faith. Yes, save, invest, build wealth. But don't forget, money is meant to be enjoyed. Spend on experiences that light you up. Spend on health, growth, and joy. Spend on people you love. Because financial freedom isn't about having the most, it's about having enough to live life on your own terms. Nick reminds us, the goal isn't to die with millions, it's to live richly, in every sense of the word. So go ahead and buy the latte if it makes you smile. Take the trip that fills your soul. Just do it consciously, not compulsively. When your finances are built on systems, not impulses, you can spend freely, guilt-free, knowing your future is secure. In a world that constantly tells you to want more money, more luxury, more everything, take a step back and ask yourself, what does enough look like for me? Because enough isn't about settling, it's about satisfaction. It's about recognizing when you've reached a point where more won't make you happier, it'll just make you busier. Once you know your number or your lifestyle target, protect it. Build your system to sustain it. And then shift your focus from accumulating to enjoying. That's when you truly win the money game. Don't let finance gurus or YouTube millionaires confuse you with complexity. You don't need to day trade or predict market moves. You don't need to follow 100 rules. Just stick to the few that matter. Spend less than you earn. Save automatically. Invest regularly. Stay invested. And never, ever stop learning. Simple doesn't mean easy, but it does mean effective. And remember, every time you invest, every time you buy a share, a fund, a piece of your future, you're sending a message to yourself. I believe in the long term. That belief compounds not just in your wallet, but in your mindset. No one knows what the future holds. Recessions will come, markets will crash, jobs will change, life will surprise you. But if your system is solid, you'll be okay. The best investors don't predict, they prepare. They know that storms are temporary, and they keep buying through the rain. That's courage. That's discipline. That's wealth-building wisdom in action. At the heart of Just Keep Buying is something deeper than finance. It's hope. The belief that your future can be better, that your choices matter, and that every action, no matter how small, adds up to something meaningful. You're not just buying stocks or funds. You're buying freedom. You're buying time. You're buying peace of mind. Every dollar you invest is a quiet promise to yourself. I'm building something real. I'm taking care of future me. That's what makes this journey powerful. So after this audiobook ends, don't just close the app and move on. Take one small step today. It could be opening your first investment account. It could be automating a transfer. It could be increasing your savings rate by 1%. It could even be writing down your definition of enough. Whatever it is, take it. Because every journey to financial freedom begins the same way, with one decision, followed by another, and before you know it, you'll look back and realize you did it. You kept buying, you kept believing, and it worked. So here's your reminder. No matter what happens next, the economy, politics, markets, or life, your job is simple. Keep showing up. Keep investing. Keep buying. Because while others panic, you'll persist. While others chase trends, you'll stay steady. And while others burn out, you'll build freedom, quietly, patiently, and permanently. So, just keep buying, and let time do the rest.